Can you confirm then that the decision to block the Palantir contract was made solely on lawful procurement grounds? Because I have information to suggest that they have satisfied those needs. And is this not a case, Mr. Mayor, of you cutting off your nose to spite your face?
No, Chair, thank you. But I've also seen lots of stuff in the media from those who employ armies of lobbyists and lawyers. I'm quite clear in relation to the procurement processes need to be followed, and that's one of the things that obviously MOPAC are checking. He'll appreciate there is now the threat of legal action, and so we've got to be a bit careful what we say.
Assembly Member Hall.
Hi. Can I talk to you about the pilot scheme, because that from Palantir, because that seems to be separate. Is that going to continue?
Chair, I'm not in a position to discuss either the pilot scheme or the scientific contract for reasons I hope you'll appreciate. There is a procurement process in relation to IT contracts and contracts generally. And one of the things MOPAC is discussing with the Met Police Service and indeed the supplier is whether the correct processes were followed.
I don't really understand that, because the pilot scheme has gone ahead and that has brought up incredible results, as you well know. If you're looking at results very, very quickly, and of course the pilot scheme was brought in so that 500 members of staff could be lost because the AI could do their work for them. Now it would appear that 500 members of frontline staff will have to be lost if this doesn't go ahead. But the pilot scheme has started and is going on. So I just want to know if you're at least going to finish that part of the process.
Chair, can I speak in general terms for reasons I hope the Assembly will recognise? Pilot schemes in general are a pilot, and what happens normally is there's then a procurement process which are followed. So as and when any pilot comes to an end, you'd expect there to be a procurement process.
So you can confirm that the pilot scheme will carry on until that is finished?
Chair, in general terms, pilot schemes carry on until the pilot is concluded, and then there's normally a procurement process.
Okay. Did you know when you made the decision that you weren't going to be using that particular company, that there would be another round of very tough choices? Because we've just been through a round of very, very tough choices with the Metropolitan Police that not one of us is happy about. Clearly, another round is going to go ahead. Did you think about that before decisions were made?
Chair, regardless of the UOA decision, the Met Police Service was always planning to have to go through another round of difficult choices. And one of the things that we know is because of the cumulative impact of cuts over a number of years, those tough choices would go to not just 26, 27, but 27, 28 as well. And they were discussed indeed during the budget process before Christmas.
I watched the policing board yesterday, Mr. Mayor, and the Met were very clear there that they are that rolling out AI and technology across the organisation, but it is clear that the decision will limit how much it's used across the full range of criminal intelligence work. So, in effect, are you comfortable that the Met will use technology for HR, but have to solve crimes with pens and paper?
Well, the Met Police Service already uses technology in a whole host of areas. One of the things I'm incredibly proud of is how we've rolled out, in a proportionate way, live facial recognition, which also uses artificial intelligence. And there are a number of other crime fighting, as well as administrative matters, which AI is used, not just in the police service, the fire service and TfL as well. And we are in favour of technology being used. In fact, we've been challenged in the courts by those who are unhappy with us using this technology. So I'm very comfortable with technology being used, but correct processes have to be followed for obvious reasons.
Yeah, the Commissioner is rightfully furious. You can tell that by the letter or his statement from yesterday. You ask him to do a job properly, then you tie his hands behind his back. And now he can't do anything about that. Tell me, do you have confidence in the Commissioner?
I do have confidence in the Commissioner, but the Assembly will be aware there's been a history of public sector IT contracts going tens of £millions over budget. This is waste. That could be used for frontline services, which is why we have strict procurement processes in place. And indeed, during the budget process at the last plenary session, the Commissioner was rightly challenged about the wastage of tens of millions of pounds in IT contracts.
Mr Mayor, the Labour government proved yesterday that they can't keep us safe as a country. You are clearly not going to be able to keep us safe in London because we're going to be losing hundreds and, well, over 1,000 more police officers. Putting this contract in place could have saved us frontline officers. I'm going to have to leave it there, Chair, but like your Commissioner, I am absolutely furious about this, as indeed Londoners should be.